everybody. Welcome. It is Thursday night. Welcome to the Cantina Happy Hour. Pull up a stool, have yourself a drink, and let's talk about some Star Wars. I am your host, David. With me, as always, is my co-hosts, Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening?
Good. I'm ready for the long weekend because this was my Friday.
Must be nice. The most I get is I get to leave an hour early tomorrow. So instead of going home at 4, I get to go home at 5. But I only have to work 3 days next week.
You mean 3?
Huh?
You said I get to go home an hour early, so instead of going home at 4.
Instead of going home at 5, I get to go home at 4. How about that?
Oh, I'm going to say, did I just have a stroke?
No, maybe I did, though.
You said that totally backwards.
Yeah, I was like, what?
But I only have to work 3 days next week, so I'm kind of excited about that. So
that's good.
Also with us tonight is Chewy. Hi, Chewy.
Debbie's like, yeah, she's funny now.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Also with us tonight is Cam from Cam and Focus. How are you this evening, sir?
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
How's the move treating you?
Oh, it's treating me.
Well, there you go.
The dinner at least, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I wish. No, I took a small U-Haul truck over to our storage unit yesterday to pick up our mattresses, and let me tell you how fun it is to move 2 400-pound mattresses by myself.
Sheesh.
Oh, come on. You're exaggerating. They only weighed 395.
What mattress weighs 400 pounds?
Well, you know those the purple brand mattresses, like the foam type stuff? Them things are monsters, and they have no rigidity to them. So, like, I'll try to slide it, and it just falls right over.
Ooh. We have purple pillows.
Mm-hmm.
I like them.
It's great stuff, but
they just...
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I must be out of the loop. Is it a Texas thing or something? Or
no, it's a brand. It's
what's it called?
Purple. Look at purple mattresses. Next time you go shop for a mattress, go try a purple mattress.
Hey, this weekend, perfect weekend to shop for a mattress.
Yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend. They'll have sales. She's looking right now. Also,
I have never heard of this.
So while she's looking, we also have Andrew with us. How are you tonight, this evening, sir?
Doing good.
Awesome. Andrew may fall out from us. He's got some bad weather in his neck of the woods. So
yeah, it's fun stuff. The weather out here is crazy. It got up to the hundreds today, and then it's supposed to rain tonight, and then be back up to the hundreds tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, geez.
No, we're in the mid to late 90s here, same. But we're gonna have a cold front roll through on Monday, and I think it's supposed to get down to like 75. So it's like an Arctic blast.
Yeah, I may wear pants.
All right, enough of that silly stuff. There is a slight bit of Star Wars news that it's not really news. It's just a fun fact, if you will. But we are exactly 1 year away from The Mandalorian and Grogu. So mark your calendars. 365 days.
Definitely excited for that.
What you looking at, Debbie? What'd you find?
Freaking prices on these things are outrageous. A pillow, $249. That's bullshit.
I got 2 of them.
That's ridiculous. They're memory foam gel. Nope.
Yeah, I don't have purple, but I just have like a cooling memory foam pillow. But it was not.
You'd be surprised. It's quite amazing. So
no.
All right.
I can't.
Who knows, Debbie? Maybe it could make you feel like Tom Cruise. You know.
No. My pillows have to be firm, and my mattress has to be firm. I can't have that memory foam crap where you're
like this.
Yeah, can't do it.
All right. Well, there you go. So what are we talking about tonight? Oh, yes.
Mattresses.
Sure. type of mattresses do you think they had in the Star Wars?
Beast of Fandoms, a mattress firm.
Yeah. Yep, that's the sponsor. We got to do the ad read now.
Don't forget to go mattress shopping this Memorial Day weekend. Catch all the good sales.
Get all your purple products this Memorial Day weekend, wherever you buy your mattresses.
So anyway, we're actually talking about Underworld tonight, which I'm kind of excited about because we had Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire,
Mm-hmm.
and now we've got Tales of the Underworld. And I would not be mad if they made if they had done an entire series with this. I don't think I would have been mad. The Ventress stuff I was kind of but the Cad Bane stuff I really, really liked.
I was the opposite.
Oh, really?
Yep.
All right.
Well, they kind of did part of the Dark Disciple adaptation at the start with Ventress, which that was pretty.
I love that.
I'll give them that.
Made me tear up right from the start. I was like, oh no.
Did you think that we were gonna get oh god, now I can't think of his name.
Quinlan Voss.
Kenobi.
Thank you. Were we gonna get a Quinlan Voss cameo?
I did not see that or Kenobi.
Yeah.
I did not see that one coming either. I mean, it happened in the book, but I was just like, wow, starting off with a bang.
That's right. So basically, we figure out how Ahsoka not Ahsoka. Dadgummit, I'm going to do it again. You watch me. Starepool and Dead Devil. All over again. Ventress, thank you. We find out how she... so in Dark Disciple, I have not read Dark Disciple, but apparently in Dark Disciple... I know, Debbie. I know. Calm down. Calm yourself.
I've got it on my shelf behind me.
Have you read it yet?
Not all the way through, but I know.
Oh my god!
I just know the story. Oh, look at that! Oh no!
No!
I was taken out by Debbie.
Cam hasn't read it either. Cam's only listened to it.
Yeah, but still, at least I know the story. I'm like Andrew.
Well, I know part of the story, but I don't know the whole story.
Hey, Andrew knows more than I do. How about that? How you like that?
Fine, I'll read the book after we're done. All right.
I gotta go find.
Got all weekend.
I gotta go buy the book so that I can read it over the weekend. But apparently in the book, Ventress dies, or is thought dead.
No, she dies.
No, she does. Yeah,
okay,
she does.
So she does die, and this kind of shows us what. Oh, it was in. No, it wasn't Bad Batch. Where were we looking at it? Where it's like, well, how did she come back?
Bad Batch.
Was it the Bad Batch? No, because the Bad Batch happened.
Season 3, Bad Batch.
Yeah,
That was
because
it.
she briefly took Omega.
Well, no. I remember that, but I thought the Bad Batch happened before Dark Disciple. Am I thinking wrong?
No, it was
Dark
after.
Disciple takes place 20 BBY.
Bad Batch
Before the events of the Clone Wars episodes, Catch a Jedi and the Wrong Jedi. This is where Ventress, helps Ahsoka out.
right.
And Bad Batch season 3 is
after Order
18
66.
BBY.
Yeah.
So they're all right there.
Yeah, because I remember when
together.
the season was coming out, people were saying, how are they going to address that? So
it was that. I do recall us talking about that. It's like, oh, is Dark Disciple not canon anymore? And they kind of address. I mean, they didn't kind of address. They addressed it. So, which I guess that's as good a way as you're going to do it as any.
Well, there were speculations even when the book ended, and how the book ended as to something could happen.
And she did it all for love.
But she couldn't have her love. which is even sadder.
I was watching the news episode of War of the Stars earlier when they were talking about their favorite Star Wars books, and Brian mentioned Dark Disciple as one of his favorite, and he even was like saying how he got emotional reading it. So I'm like, I'll put it at the top of my TBR and I'll get to it. It's not even that long of a book, so I should be able to get it done in the weekend.
Okay, fine. I'll go get it. I'll see if I can go get it tomorrow. Wow, what was that?
Wow. Being taken out.
Somebody's having a party at Dave's house.
That's not my house.
Damn.
That was
that's Cam's house. Cam's having a party.
Saying, hey, look at me, look at me.
And she heard Dark Disciple and was like, I love that book. Cam's like, you're too young. Yeah.
But yes, it was really cool seeing Ventress in this. I mean, I kind of wish that they went a bit more serious with the overall tone of it, but I mean, for the most part, I love whenever someone takes on like an unwilling mentorship type role, and I think she's kind of the perfect character for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and especially with a. Oh, go ahead.
Well, the only thing I was just like, it left it open-ended because the boy is still with her. And I'm like, okay, so if he's still with her, where the hell was he during Bad Batch?
Mm-hmm.
Dead.
Good point. I didn't think about that.
That's why we need Tales of the Underworld Season 2.
No, that's why we need a Ventress series.
Kind of surprised we haven't
and you never know
one already at this point.
Yeah, as popular as the character is.
And I would just prefer that they just keep it animated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need a live action on that one, I don't think. Somebody turned my printer on and printed a blank sheet of paper. I don't know. It's possessed. But yes, I agree. I think that she's kind of the perfect one to. And again, here's another one of these. When gone am I, the last of the Jedi will you be, except for Ahsoka, Grogu, Ventress, and this kid that Ventress is wandering around with now. And I mean, good Lord, how far are we going to take this? Honestly,
yeah, but I mean, do you think really that Yoda sat there on Dagobah, reaching out with the Force with the possibility of exposing himself, even though that's why he went to Dagobah, because it's an evil, you got your evil presence there. It hides him very well. Why would he take the chance? I mean, he knows of Luke and Leia because he was there for the birth.
Yeah, so he reached out to Kanan, Ezra, Ahsoka. I think.
Well, Kanan would have been dead by the time Empire rolls around, so you can chalk that one up to he wouldn't know.
It wasn't that far behind. It's like 10 years prior to the events of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, back to Ventress. I agree. I don't think we need a live action Ventress. Leave it animated is fine. I think anybody else trying to fill the. I mean, I think something with her is that her voice is so iconic, and if you try and either recreate it or if you use the voice actor that is doing her voice, she doesn't look the part, you're going to piss a lot of people off. So,
yeah,
I mean, the same thing happened with Rosario Dawson. So it was like, oh, why didn't you just get Ashley to do it? It's like Rosario looks the part. Leave her alone.
All that.
Yeah, I can't even think of anybody who could play Ventress off the top of my head.
They could always go the Darth Vader route and have somebody be the physical stand-in and just AI the voice.
Yeah. I think they did that with Cad Bane when he appeared in Book of Boba Fett. I think it was the voice that they used was that from the animated series, but then they had just a stand now, but that's different though because that's a stand-in.
Yeah, that's the guy doing the actual dubbing for the voice.
Right. So, but anyway, yes, it is. It's interesting to see her in this mentor role, carrying around a Jedi Padawan that seems to be lost. I think this is why the Ventress one bothered me so much is when I'm thinking Underworld, I'm thinking bounty hunters, I'm thinking gangsters, I'm thinking scum of the universe, right? I'm thinking, the Hutts clans and that's why Cad Bane to me, that was such a good one because Cad was, he's the bounty hunter, he's the crook, he's the very obvious bad guy. Now with Ventress, you're still dealing with Jedi affairs.
Well, she's not a Jedi.
I know she's not, but you still got the
she's
Force,
been living undetected for a little bit. So, kind of underground. She's, keeping under the radar, trying not to expose herself.
So, I don't know. I didn't the whole thing with because it turned into a we need to save the Jedi, we need to find the way because that's the way that what's his name Voss went, so we need to find the way. And see, that's the other thing, where are they taking all of these people? This underground railroad for Jedi, where are they going?
That's what I'm saying, we need a series, a Ventress series, and she's helping all these people get to wherever they're going.
The only reason I'm asking this is because at this point, like I said with Yoda, Voss, and all these other, there's a planet of Jedi at this point, and there's got to be a planet of Jedi that survived Order 66. They're on a planet, they're procreating with each other and making little baby Jedis. And
see, I bet they're all being taken to Alderaan. And then they're all there when the planet gets blown up, and that's why Luke is the last Jedi.
Okay.
They were in Alderaan places.
I will buy that. That makes perfect sense to me. And yes, having Bail Organa, shelter them for all this time, great. I'll buy that. As if millions of voices cried out in agony and then suddenly silence. That's why I heard him so much on the Falcon on the way there. Okay. Awesome.
See, Dave Filoni, we know you're watching. You got to make this happen.
Come on, we need a series. Somehow, you know what? You can even say that Ventress was off planet at the time, so she didn't die on Alderaan. And you can keep carrying her story on. But everybody else was. So, mass genocide of the Jedi, Alderaan. That's great. Their fire has gone out of the universe. You're all that's left of their religion. Yeah. What else happened in this one? We had an Inquisitor.
What's with them introducing all these Inquisitors and then just getting rid of them before they can develop them?
Marketing.
Yeah.
I want to sell a toy.
Didn't Tales of the Jedi.
I want to sell. I need to sell toys.
Rebels, even they did it in. It's like,
see. This is a perfect time for a South Park reference. It's like the Chin Pokemon.
Yeah. Gotta catch them all. But man, if I don't catch them Pokemon, I got shoe. I'll trade your Choo-Choo Nesby for a shoe. Come on, Kenny. That's the way you're supposed to do it. Oh, let's see what's happening. What's happening in the second episode?
They do meet a bounty hunter, who I found, bland and kind of uninteresting.
Yeah.
Well, it was very similar to Indiana Jones because I think, Dave, you and I talked about that. Was it you?
Maybe. As far as the similarities, Indy is trying to get the cross. He steals it from those thieves or whatever, and he gets his hat that way. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kind of similar.
Oh, with Cad Bane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking about the second episode with Ventress, but yeah.
Well, whenever that bounty hunter told the kid not to trust Asajj Ventress, that right there was like, oh, she's going to betray them.
Yeah. It was very obvious.
Classic bait and switch.
Yeah. How did you not see that one coming?
Yeah, I just with these episodes, I definitely preferred Cad Bane's episodes.
Cad Bane's art.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Except for that first episode where it's just them. They're the two kids. They're running around, and they're just. I hate when they do that. We need to see that these are troubled kids, and I get that. We need to understand that they are in a background where they have nobody. Mm-hmm. But when you have them just running randomly through the streets, smashing things for no reason, picking on people, basically, I'm going to run up on this old person and kick the cane out from underneath them, go, and then run away. Like,
yeah, it's hard to watch.
You make me not. I want to be able to root for the bad guy in this type of situation, but here you're making me not want to root for anybody. It's like somebody pick up them kids, beat them with a switch, and send them on their merry way.
Hit them with a ruler. Just go smack.
Jeez.
Some people are just born bad.
I'm telling you. Well, yeah, here you go.
Because here you got two kids who live pretty much the same type of life. Yet one ended up being the sheriff, and then one ended up being
Marshall. It was a Marshall.
Marshall.
The only reason I remember that is because I was thinking about was the Marshall from now I can't even think of his name.
Tommy Lee Jones.
No, Cobb Vanth.
Cobb Vanth. Yeah.
Mando.
No, I thought you were talking about the movie.
Timothy Olyphant.
In fact, I think you've got him on your shirt there, Andrew.
I got Boba Fett.
I don't know.
That says Mandalorian.
I know. I don't know why Mando isn't on a Mandalorian shirt.
It's Cobb Vanth. Look at it. He's got the neckerchief.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, I wanted to buy that shirt when it was out, and I never did. I know what that shirt is. I recognize it.
How about that?
Things because I was like, "Oh, that's Cobb Vanth on a T-shirt. That's awesome." Even though it says The Mandalorian on it, I know who that is.
I share the same birthday with the actor, so yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Timothy?
Yeah. Actually, his birthday is on my birthday, not the other way around. That's right. Even though I'm younger, but whatever.
I have the same birthday as Michael Jackson. Does that count? Anyway, but yeah, and this is I'm wondering too, because you've got two kids that were raised on the street. They're very obviously both of them horrible people. But one of them turns out to be this Marshall, and one of them turns out to be Cad Bane. And the one that turns out to be the Marshall is the one that got caught and punished for his crimes. It's really a whole nature versus nurture kind of scenario. You know, you've got the one that continued to be raised on the streets and in the criminal lifestyle, and the one that obviously got caught and is reforming his life now. So it's beautiful in its way. But then the whole bit too with him coming back, you know, he gets out of jail. They catch Cad in the second one. He goes to jail. He's going to get out. He's going to come back and fight his friend. Just to me, I loved that episode. Just, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot. I don't want to say there wasn't a whole lot happening, because there was a lot happening, but there wasn't a whole lot of bang bang shoot 'em up happening. There was a whole lot of tension building. You know, he's coming back. He's back. That's why all of his buddies are here. He will be here soon. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's like, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But in the same time, he's very obviously very nervous about everything that's about to go down. So, you know, he's got his kids. He's got the girl that was in both of their lives, kind of thing. So I really enjoyed that final episode, especially because it was a lot of like I said, the tension building. The was very we got to look at the characters versus the explosions, kind of thing. So
and Cad Bane has a kid. Who saw that coming?
Why not?
I didn't.
Darth Vader had
where's he at today?
Darth Vader had kids. Why would it surprise you that Cad Bane had kids?
That's true.
Just because they're bad doesn't mean they can't procreate. Saddam Hussein had kids. I've got kids.
I am a kid.
You are a kid.
I don't know. Overall, I enjoyed the whole Cad Bane arc that they had there. But at the same time, though, Cad Bane was one of those characters where I kind of felt like less was more. And finding out a lot about his backstory, it's cool and all, but it kind of takes away some of that mysticism about him and some of that intrigue and mystery. And I kind of think of him, you know, along a similar line of Joker from The Dark Knight. You know, the less we know about him, the more I think he is.
I mean, and that's. I'm gonna rewind all the way back to 1985. All of a sudden, Boba Fett's huge. Boba Fett is huge within the Star Wars community, and why? He was on the screen for a total of like 15 minutes and had like 3 lines throughout both movies, throughout Jedi and Empire. But he's like one of the most popular characters in Star Wars, and you're like, why? Why was he? Because just like you said, Cam, less is more. There's a whole lot of, besides the fact that he's got a really cool outfit and his helmet looks awesome and he's got the cool armor and everything. He's got he's got the big blaster and everything, but still less is more. The less you know about it, all you know is that he's a bounty hunter, he's ruthless, and no disintegrations. And that's it. That's all we know. And then you get all this lore that's built up around him through the expanded universe and all this other stuff. And yeah, he's like a favorite. He's like fan favorite. And then again, we jump into this Book of Boba Fett thing, and it's like, or even Attack of the Clones. Oh, he's a clone. Okay, well, all right, fine. And then you jump into the Clone Wars. And it's like, okay, well, here's him running around with Aura Singh and their group, and he's figuring out how to be a bounty hunter and all this other stuff. I agree. I think less was more in that. I think the Book of Boba Fett to me could have been a lot better than what it was. I think if they would have done the thing with him crawling out of the pit, him being trained up by the Tusken Raiders, I was fine with. But it was when he rolled into Jabba's palace and said, okay, I'm the crime lord now. And then he treated it more as I'm the leader of the town thing versus
mayor.
Yeah, I'm the mayor versus the crime lord. It's like, you just kind of, I'm doing nice by these people now, and it's like you're not supposed to be doing nice by you're a crime lord, bad guy. You're still a bad guy, no matter.
I mean, it was almost like he was leaning almost into like a Robin Hood type of role, but instead of stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, he didn't steal anything.
Right. Yeah. He was just there. So again, Book of Boba Fett could have been a lot better. And I think less is more, definitely. And it just adds to the mystery of the characters and allows you to build the character in your own mind versus.
So we should have never learned Vader's background.
I was actually talking to somebody about that today or yesterday. He was asking, he was talking about Star Wars, and he was like, they should have never made those prequel movies. I'm like, why? Those were great. I loved getting Vader's backstory. And he goes, yeah, but it just confused people. I was like, I got it. I understood. No, you can't make a set of movies and then go back and make the other ones and then come back and make this one. I'm like, but you're telling the backstory. And he goes, yeah, but I didn't want to see the backstory. I wanted to see further adventures. I didn't care about the backstory. I got what I needed from the original one, and I didn't want to see the back. I'm like, yeah, but you're dealing with. Revenge of the Sith is always going to be in any fan's probably at least top 5, if not top 2 or 3 of the movies. It's like an amazing movie. So,
but there's no further adventures for Vader because he dies. So what further adventures was he? Unless he's talking in between movies or something like that.
It's where he frolics with the sunflowers. Oh wait, that's a prequel trilogy. I'm
just confused by that statement. There are no more adventures. He's dead.
The only way you could go is back.
His thing was that he didn't want to see a background story. He just wanted to see.
I see what you mean.
Not necessarily. He wanted not necessarily the further adventures of Vader, but just the further adventures of.
I see.
Luke and Leia and Han and whoever else may be on down the line. But still, I'm like, yeah, but that's some good stuff that they made. I don't know what you're talking about. Attack of the Clones and Phantom Menace both had their issues, but still. I still argue. I like Attack of the Clones. I don't care what anybody says. Just because you have crummy dialogue doesn't make it a bad movie.
It just shows where Anakin was thinking, and it was part of his downfall.
When you think from,
we lost Kane.
We offended him. When you think about the context of the "I don't like sand" line, it's not cheap. It's still like but it's less.
But it's true. You ever been to the beach and sand gets everywhere? I hate it.
Yeah, and Anakin growing up as a slave.
He grew up on a planet of sand.
Exactly.
What got me was him riding that dumb cow thing, or the big tick, or whatever that was. That was like, just stop. Okay, George.
A lot better in the Clone Wars.
All right, George, we get it. You can do CGI. You don't need to.
I guess that would be my really only complaint with the prequel trilogy is all the blue screen.
Yeah.
Especially when it's obvious. And I like location shooting.
I think that was one of his issues. The guy that I was talking to, that was one of his issues as well, was more that it was everything looked new and shiny. And you get into the sequel trilogy or the original trilogy, and the special effects and all that other stuff doesn't look as good as it does with the prequel trilogy, even though it's he wanted a linear story. He didn't care necessarily for all the jumping around. So
everything's new because
prequel. Yeah, no, I get it.
Because they were made first. I got it. I
feel like I'm confusing myself with this.
I don't understand people's thinking.
You're not thinking fourth dimensionally, Marty.
It's like playing 3D chess with Spock. God. But people like what they want or like what they like. That is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I don't like Resistance.
I mean, same with how I feel with the Hobbit trilogy. I don't like all the blue screen, green screen.
The what
'cause it just-
trilogy?
Hobbit trilogy.
Oh, The Hobbit.
Yeah.
didn't
I
like-
just don't like. I mean, there's more to it I don't like, but one of the things is just when you watch it, it just looks off. Just as bad CGI.
My main issue with the Hobbit trilogy is the Hobbit trilogy.
Yeah.
It's
No,
I
the
like
I
the
agree.
Hobbit trilogy.
the whole thing in general.
I
The only
like
good,
it.
the
Problem.
only good redeeming thing about that was you had Martin Freeman as Bilbo, and you had Benedict Cumberbatch as
The dragon.
Smaug.
Smog.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Ian
Other
McKellen
than that,
too.
it was crap.
I mean, I like the first
I
movie.
like
I like Unexpected
I like
Journey.
Martin Freeman, and I like Benedict Cumberbatch. Other than that, it was crap.
Well, and the thing too is they told Peter Jackson 2 movies. They were like, "We'll make 2 movies." He's like, "Great." Starts to make 2 movies. And halfway through, they're like, "Actually, within that same schedule, we're gonna want you to make a whole 3rd movie." So
It
then you
needed
get to
to
the
be
3rd
one.
movie. Right.
One
I
movie.
would have loved
The
one
shortest
epic
of those
3.5.
books, and you're gonna cut it into 3 movies. No,
I would have loved
3+ hour movies. No,
I would have loved
It's
one
called
epic.
Greed.
Right. I would have loved one epic 3.5 hour movie. That would have been
With-
cool.
With the popularity of Lord of the Rings,
Mhm.
yeah, they were going to capitalize on
Oh, yeah.
that while it was still hot.
Right.
and they
So,
ended
yeah.
up
Shoot on
sinking their
location
ship.
more. I wish they shot on location more than they did on blue screen.
And they should have had a real dragon. Dadgummit.
Exactly.
I wanted
Why
a real
could they
dragon.
not? Think
Why
about
gotta
Christopher
CGI
Nolan.
everything? Put a
Christopher
real
Nolan for the
dragon in there.
Odyssey. You know, he's summoning like the real Greek mythology monsters. Why couldn't they have gotten a dragon for the Hobbit? That just
I'm telling you.
I mean,
With the
even the
budget they
dragons
had,
on Game of Thrones look better.
yeah, because they were able to hire dragons with the Dragon Union, you know, and get them. And
There are many
even look,
dragon actors and actresses out there that are
Yeah.
looking for work, and you CGI'd it.
I mean,
Now,
like
see,
think about
what they
you know.
did was they got InGen involved and had them while they were developing dinosaurs
Dinosaurs.
and evidently in this next movie, dinosaur mutants. They just went ahead and created, dragons.
Of course.
I mean, think about what Spielberg was able to do with Jaws. Got a real shark. He got real dinosaurs for Jurassic Park. I mean, what
he
is
got a
the
real
issue
alien
here?
for ET. Come
Exactly.
on.
I mean, what is the issue? Predator. They got a real, predator. It's just like what is? It's just mind blowing.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Avatar. They got real
Blue
Nobbies.
people.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's just like
And the ponytail thing still throws me off. I'm thinking about that the other day at work. And I was like, why?
The fact that they use that for their mating rituals, or the fact that they also use that to join with
Both.
their horse.
It's
yeah.
like, it just
Well, I
sounds
think it's
gross.
explained in the movie. I think it's even though it's the hair. I think it's like a different connection or something.
I don't care.
I
It's
haven't.
don't care.
disgusting. It's disgusting.
There's still
No, there's
sticking
no
something
denying
where
that.
it shouldn't be stuck.
Like you couldn't come up with something else. This
That's
is why I
true.
never watched him.
Alien's another one. They got a real alien to come into the ship. It's like, it's a shame,
Oh,
We're being satire, people. We're being sarcastic. All right.
yes, laugh at our jokes.
Yeah. Ha ha ha. Now someone out there is gonna think we're actually serious. These guys think it's
These guys are idiots. They don't know.
These guys are delusional. They're delulu. Which most of the time I am. So,
Return of the
gonna lie.
Jedi. They got real Ewoks.
Yeah,
It
was a tough pull, but they had to get a real Rancor too. That one
Yeah.
was hard. It's hard to find Rancor actors in
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Wow, we got way off.
Was there
topic
anything else? Yeah, we way off topic.
Well, I feel like with these episodes, it's like not a lot happens, so it's like there's like 2 or 3 talking points per episode.
Well,
And
and
then
really
that's it,
too. I mean,
you know?
they're what 10-15 minutes a piece.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
even that.
yeah.
I wish they could
So-
have been like like the 20-minute length, but I mean, it's like I said, there's good stuff there, but it almost feels like it doesn't have enough time to develop before the credits roll. And then, like with the Ventress stuff, it's like, okay, well, what's next? You left it in, and same with Cad Bane. It's like, all right, what happened to his kid?
Let's ask this. I've got two questions for both of you then, since we seem to have lost Cam. First, do you think there will be more of these? And the follow up to that one, what's the topic? We've had Jedi.
Oh, I saw some good ones the other day. I'm trying to think of.
You could do Sith. You could do clones.
That's the one I thought.
That would be a good one. Bounty hunters would be fun. I would be great with bounty hunters.
Would y'all, what about Inquisitors?
Inquisitors.
I mean, it would be cool to actually get more on them instead of just like an episode and then they're dead.
See, and the thing is, as much as I like these Tales of series, because they kind of give, basically they're just giving some background to characters that we may or may not know a whole lot about, what happened when they were younger, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, I just feel like, like I said, with the Ventress one, oh my God, you could have a series.
Oh, yeah. So how about this then? Filoni, we know you're watching. We know you watch. Do this then. Let's take this with a grain of salt. Let's do a full-on series. We'll call it Star Wars Tales, and do like one season where it's Tales of the Clones. Then you can do one season where it's Tales of Bounty Hunters, and then one season where it's Tales of the Sith, and then one season where it's Tales. And I'm not talking like a little 3-episode, 10-minute per. I'm talking like
22 episode season,
22 30-minute episode season, where you tell a full story within that arc. And you can say, okay, I like season 3 better than I like season 4 because season 3 was Sith and season 4 was Jawas. Okay, I don't like Jawas, so
Tales of the Jawas, and all we get is a bunch of
Tales of the same people. Just get
Tales of the droids. Has to be interesting droids, not like that droid arc in Clone Wars. Oh my God, just shoot me.
Give us a K2SO.
Oh yes, that would be great.
You could do Tales of the Rebellion, and do some early stuff with Cassian and K2SO. I mean, we
get Diego Luna.
We just got. Well, no, you do animated, but yeah, you can get him to voice.
Well, I mean, for voice, yeah.
But still, we just had Andor. Yeah, each one of those arcs there was a year in between each one of those arcs. There's still stuff that happens within that year. It's not like each arc lasted an entire year. Each arc was like a couple of days. So there's still a year in there somewhere.
Or animated K2 and Cassian adventures.
Yeah, I would love that.
Between those years. Come on. Or Tales of K2SO animated with that episode. No, well, that would be good too. But with the horror aspect that Tony Gilroy was going to do. Let's do that.
Yeah. And say, this is not for kids.
Because it's like, we don't get any Star Wars till next year.
Whoa, that's right.
Because Mandalorian and Grogu, we got an entire year.
No, Visions. Well, Vision season 3 is later this year.
Vision. I haven't liked Visions that much.
But I think that's
2 episodes here and there, and that's about it. I'll watch it, but
I thought it was. Yeah, I only liked about 2 or 3 episodes in season 2, but I did like how it was different animation for each. It was like a different
season
studio,
2,
different styles.
Season 2 I thought was better to me, because it was the different styles.
Well, and there's 2 episodes from season 1 that I believe are getting sequels. 3 episodes are getting sequels to them. Not necessarily, I don't think like series, but like one-off episodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of them had a novel written about it too.
Was that the Ronin one?
Ronin, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta check that out then.
I saw it at the bookstore the other day. I was like, oh wow, all right, they really went all in on that one, didn't they?
I'd love to get
Yeah.
another Lego special like what we got.
Yeah, do another
Yeah, those
season
were
of
fun.
Rebuild the Galaxy. They left that one wide open.
Yeah.
You can do all kinds of things with that one. I'm not going to argue with that.
All the
I
Lego
love-
stuff is good.
Yeah. I love what they would do with Palpatine and Vader. Like that stuff. Yeah. And Darth Jar Jar.
You
like,
think I'm going to argue with that?
I don't think you really like Legos, to be honest. I don't
No.
really know what makes you think, I mean, it's like,
Can't stand them.
yeah. I never would have guessed you liked Legos.
No.
Never.
No clue.
Yeah.
Or live action
Oh, there he is.
K2SO special presentation, the horror episode.
Yeah. That
Great
would be
for
cool.
Halloween.
Anything to
That
get
would-
it
Let's
done.
do it, Tony. Come on, Tony.
Cam,
It
you're
would
back.
take
I am back. Sorry,
somehow Cam returned.
I had something that needed my urgent attention.
Ah, no worries.
Uh-oh.
The baby pooped, didn't she? It was an exploding diaper.
I'm gonna
Well,
say
she-
explosive diarrhea.
All over the wall.
Well, I mean, she needed a bath.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh.
Called it.
And I'll just leave it at that.
There you go.
Been there, done that.
Sign up for the After Dark to hear the full story.
So, okay, Cam. Your thoughts on this since you missed it. What do you think the next set of stories will be? The next set of tales?
Well,
Or what would you like to see? How about that?
I'll be honest. I would like to see, and now I know this is just kind of the sequel fanboy in me talking, but I would like to see Tales of the First Order.
Oh, that would be
Ooh.
good too.
Maybe something like it follows somebody who gets indoctrinated into the stormtroopers and gets brainwashed and made into their perfect soldier or something like that. Or maybe bring back Kylo Ren, or have it be like a General Hux story or something.
General Hugs.
Hugs with an H. Skinny guy, kind of pasty.
Yeah. Got a message from his mom.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
I don't care what anybody said. I loved that dialogue. I thought it was hilarious.
Mhm.
No, yeah, I'm
just-
still here. I can hear you.
I thought it was great.
Mhm.
But yeah, so something like that is definitely what I'd like to see, because they've hit like the major factions of the Star Wars universe so far. The Jedi, the Empire, the bounty hunters. The only other routes that they can go that are very easily identifiable are like Tales of the Sith, Tales of the First Order, Tales of the Resistance, Tales of the Mandos. I don't know, but I would like to see an animated show, a Tales animated show for the sequel story.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm all about it.
Oh, there was I guess it's really not news, but I guess at a recent panel, which it kind of blew my mind because it was just like a complete 180. But Finn was in I think it was a Star Wars panel of some sort, or maybe it was just some kind of panel for something else. I don't know. But the panel host asked him if he was approached, or no, I think he said something about, we've heard things that Daisy has been talking to you. Would you want to come back if you were asked that? And he was like, oh yeah, all for it. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, didn't you just slam Star Wars like a month ago?
Mhm.
No,
He's like, oops.
I would love for him to come back. I would love for him to correct his story and do it
Yeah.
right and not fuck it up like they did in the sequels. Make him a Jedi. Give him the story he deserves. The Tales of Finn. There we go. What should have happened? But yeah, I was kind of surprised that he said that because I was just like,
well, he's gonna be at Fan Expo next weekend, so maybe.
Yeah, you need to sit in on that panel, see what he says.
See what he says, yeah.
Because I was floored. I was like, okay, you just slammed Star Wars in your, I don't know what article it was, GQ or something like that, but I was like, you just slammed it.
I think him and Ashley Eckstein are the only Star Wars we're getting.
Oh, Anthony Daniels.
Oh, Anthony Daniels. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
right. I think that's it, yeah. I'll walk up to him and be like, hey, what the heck, dude? What's going on?
What's up, dude? What's up?
What's up with this?
All right. Andrew,
Snip,
do we have any fan questions this evening?
We do not.
Nothing? Oh.
Nope.
Put those fan questions on Threads. We get a lot of feedback there.
I do. I put them everywhere, basically everywhere. Maybe I post them too early because I post them at like 10 to 11 in the morning, usually.
I'd post them the day before.
Yeah, I might start doing that.
Post it at noon when people are at lunch and they might see it and might be able to respond.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, shameless plugs. What do we got tonight, Debbie?
Where the Stars just dropped an episode yesterday about their favorite Star Wars books. Tomorrow night, I'll be over on the Geek and I podcast. I think I haven't heard anything, but I assume we're on to the next episode of Star Trek, season 2. Saturday, Geek Gauntlet. Monday, we'll be back with Jessica Jones, season 1, episode 3. And I'm not sure what you guys are doing on Sith Dominion. I haven't heard for Tuesday.
I don't know.
And nobody knows.
I think there's a new episode of Snackame dropping this week, but I don't remember what they're talking about.
I thought that was last week.
Or was it last week? It may have been. I don't remember. Check. You can check the feeds for see if there is one or not. I'm not sure.
Cool. Cam, you got anything shameless plug wise?
Yeah. This coming Sunday, we're doing Cam and Focus Weekly again. This past Sunday we did Blues Brothers.
Holiday, Memorial Day.
No, it's not.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's not. God damn it. Last Sunday, Andrew and I went on to discuss Blues Brothers. Had a lot of fun with that. I think we got the most laughs out of the Blues Brothers just being so non-caring about Carrie Fisher trying to assassinate them. You know, she blows up the building that they're in, and they just get up and walk away. But yeah, exactly. Oh, at 9:00, we got to be at work. This coming Sunday, we're going live again to discuss The Green Knight by Andrew's request. He told me, I'm going to say this verbatim. He said he would never be on my show again if we didn't do The Green Knight. That's what he said. That is true. Stick it to it.
I did say that.
But yeah, it's one of my favorite A24 films, and I'm super excited to revisit it. I haven't watched it in probably 2 or 3 years now, so
yeah.
So that'll be this Sunday over at Cam and Focus. I got to get used to the new time zone. It's going to be 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Awesome. So I just checked, there's a new episode of Snackmate tomorrow. Janae and Garrett are discussing the first 6 episodes of Netflix's Delicious and Dungeon, which is an anime of, I'm not sure, I've never heard of it, but
I started watching. I don't watch anime like at all, but I found one on Netflix the other day that I was interested in, and I started watching it. So it was Terminator 0.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
I'd never seen it, and I was like, "Oh, hey, look, Terminator. Oh, it's anime.
It's not half
All
bad.
right, I will give this one a go." So I started watching it, but
Yeah, it's not half bad. I enjoyed it.
there you go. For those of you within Feast of Fandoms that hear me say I really don't watch anime, I really don't, but I've been enjoying that one. So, Andrew, you got other things for shameless plugs? Any other shameless plugs?
Just that I'm really excited for next weekend, not this coming weekend, but next weekend. Fan Expo Dallas. Let's go.
Fan Expo Dallas. Andrew and I will both be there. This is May 30th, May 31st, and June 1st. We'll be there all 3 days. We got a bunch of stuff to give away. We're going to give out stuff, so come find us. Going to panels, talking to people. It's going to be a lot of fun. So it's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It will be awesome. So, all right. Anything else? No?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. I think next week we're going to start the Clone Wars. I think that's going to make Debbie happy. So, Debbie, did we do the Clone Wars movie?
Oh,
We
I
did
don't
that back
think
when
so.
we first started the show.
Did we?
Nah,
Long
well,
time
back
ago.
on the other channel, but not over here.
Okay. Then we'll start with the movie. 'Cause that's what it'll-
I'm sick next week.
Question. Monday is Memorial Day.
Mhm. Oh.
Oh,
I mean, I'm gonna be here. I'm just saying.
and the
You do.
following Monday after that, David and I are going to be too tired. So,
I think we'll be fine with Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
thought I'd bring it up before somebody was like, "Oh, wait, we forgot."
so I don't think I'll be doing
Wait.
anything. I won't have anything on Monday. I don't think.
Let me rephrase that because I know we're going to the in-laws on Monday afternoon, and the boys are out of school on tomorrow's their last day of school. So it will be summer vacation, which means that we don't have to be in bed at a certain time on Monday evening.
Debbie and I could always go live together and try that. You know?
So right now, Monday is up in the air.
We will play Monday by ear.
That's right.
Thursday, I really was thinking I was going to take next Thursday off just because we've got Fan Expo on Friday, but I want to be there to plug Fan Expo. So
Yeah.
let's go next Thursday for sure. We can let's do the Clone Wars movie. I know that's a pain, but
It's all right.
Like,
You know what? Fan Expo
I'm
Dallas will
very
make up for that.
excited.
It's all right.
So next Thursday we will be talking about the Clone Wars movie, the original Clone Wars 2008, in theaters for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
It
I
really
just-
is.
one long. It's one long episode basically.
Yeah. So anyway, that's going to do it for us tonight. Y'all all have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful extended 3-day weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and may the force be with you all.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Pocket sand. Yeah.